I stopped giving people rides, so now I lie about where I'm going. I'm the only one in my friend group with a car. I've been for almost 2 years. It started small. My roommate Maya needed a ride to Target. Sure, I was basically going anyway. Then Maya's boyfriend Evan needed a ride to his brother's place across town. Okay, 20 minutes, not a big deal. Last month, Maya texted asking if I could drive her and 3 friends to a concert downtown. I said yes because I liked the band too. The day of the show, I'm waiting outside when 6 people walk out. My car seats 5. I say that. They start negotiating like it's a group project. Someone suggests I make 2 trips. The venue is 40 minutes away and downtown parking is a nightmare. Somehow I agree. I drive 4 people first, circle forever for parking, pay for a garage, then rush back for the last 2. By the time I park again, the show has already started. Everyone's annoyed, like I planned it that way. After the concert, everyone's drunk and exhausted. I'm the only sober one. I drive all 6 people home in 2 more trips. I finally get home at 2 a.m. Monday morning. As we're getting out, Maya says, "Hey, can you Venmo request us for gas?" I send a request for $8 each. That felt fair. Gas, parking, and 4 total trips. 3 people pay immediately. Maya says she'll pay Friday when she gets paid, hers and Evan's. Evan says, "I thought you were going anyway." I tell him I wasn't. I made 4 trips because of them. He doesn't respond. 2 people just ignore the request completely. A week later, Maya's friend Nora texts asking if I can drive her to the airport. It's 6 a.m. on a Saturday. She promises $20. I'm up at 5, loading her suitcase into my trunk. I do the drop-off loop, help unload, quick goodbye. She hands me $10 and says, "I'll get you the rest next time I see you." I still haven't seen the other $10. Now everyone knows I have a car. My phone never stops. Someone needs a ride to work because their bus is late. Someone found furniture on Facebook Marketplace. Someone's car is in the shop again. Everything is real quick. I start tracking it. In 2 weeks, I give 17 rides to 8 different people. I spend $60 on gas. I collect 23. My mileage jumps, my tank is always low. I'm done. Thursday morning, Maya asks if I can drive her to a job interview. I tell her my car is making a weird noise and I'm keeping trips short. It's a lie, my car is fine. But I learned something important. If I say no, people argue. If I explain, they negotiate. If I lie, the conversation ends. She just says, "Oh, okay," and books an Uber. That weekend, I stop offering rides completely. I leave the house without saying where I'm going. I stop answering messages that start with, "Are you busy?" By Monday, the energy shifts. Maya is cold. Evan jokes about having a car but not sharing. One friend stops replying altogether. Then, over dinner, Maya finally says, "You've changed. You used to be helpful." I realize something that makes everything click. I wasn't helpful. I was convenient. And the moment I stopped being useful, I stopped being liked. Next part on my playlist, the weird noise excuse works for exactly 3 days. By Sunday night, Maya knocks on my door. "Hey," she says casually, leaning on the frame. "So, the car still acting up?" I tell her yeah. She nods, like she's already decided that doesn't matter. "Okay, well, Evan needs to get to work tomorrow at 7. It's on your way anyway, right?" "It's not." I say I'm not sure. She sighs, loud and dramatic. "Wow, I thought roommates helped each other." Monday morning, my phone starts buzzing at 6:12 a.m. "Evan, any chance you're up?" "Evan, just checking." "Evan, Uber's kinda expensive." I don't reply. At 6:30, Maya texts, "Can you just take him today? Just today." Just today is what started all of this. That afternoon, Nora messages me. "Hey, random question, are you free later? I need to grab something heavy and you have a car." I say I'm busy. She replies, "Busy doing what?" I stare at my screen. When did no become an invitation to explain myself? By Wednesday, they stop asking directly. They start assuming. Maya leaves her keys on the counter. Evan asks, "We're leaving around 8, right?" Someone puts a box by the door with a sticky note that says, "Thanks." I move the box back into the hallway. That night, I hear Maya on the phone. "She's acting weird lately," she says, "ever since she stopped driving people." Then quieter, like it's a secret. I think she's being selfish. I sit in my room, keys in my hand, realizing something colder than anger. They don't think they're asking for favors anymore. They think they're owed. And tomorrow morning, I already know what question they're going to ask me again. Thursday morning, I wake up to my phone vibrating nonstop. Not texts. Calendar invites. Maya has added events to our shared Google Calendar. Evan, work drop-off, 7:15 a.m. Nora, marketplace pickup, after 6. No question marks, no messages, just scheduled. I delete them. 10 minutes later, Maya knocks. "Why'd you remove the calendar stuff?" she asks, like I deleted a dentist appointment. I tell her I didn't agree to any of it. She laughs. "Relax, we'll be quick." That afternoon, Evan corners me in the kitchen. "You know," he says, arms crossed, "if you really didn't want to help, you should have said something earlier. Now people rely on you." I look at him. Relying isn't the same as asking. He rolls his eyes. Gas isn't that expensive. That night, someone Venmo requests me, 12 for groceries from last week. I didn't go grocery shopping with them. I decline it. 5 minutes later, Nora texts, "Oops, wrong person, lol. But since you're there anyway, can you drive me tomorrow?" By Friday, the guilt trips get creative. Maya sighs loudly every time she orders an Uber. Evan leaves his lunch on the counter and says, "Guess I'll just walk." Someone posts on their story, "Must be nice having a car and not helping anyone." They don't tag me. They don't have to. Saturday morning, I find a note on my windshield. "Back by noon, thanks." My car isn't gone. They assumed I'd be the one driving. I crumple the note and sit in the driver's seat, hands shaking, not from anger, but from disbelief. They didn't ask. They didn't even tell me. They just planned their lives around my keys. That night, Maya brings friends over. I overhear her say, she won't say no to people. She just gets dramatic. I lock my door. My phone lights up. "Maya, hey, we're heading out. You coming?" Another message immediately after. "Also, we might need 2 trips." I stare at the screen, feeling something shift, hard and final. Because this isn't pressure anymore. It's control. And tomorrow they're going to push even harder. Sunday morning, Maya doesn't knock. She opens my door. "Can you hurry?" she says. "Everyone's waiting." I sit up. Waiting for what? She gestures toward the hallway. Evan's there. Nora's there. 2 people I barely know are putting on shoes. "The flea market," Maya says. "You said you liked going." I never said that. I stand up slowly. "I'm not driving anyone." The room goes quiet. Evan scoffs. "Seriously? We already planned this." "That's the problem," I say. "You planned it without me." Maya folds her arms. "Wow, so now you're just refusing to help?" "I'm refusing to be your transportation service." Nora jumps in. "It's not that deep. We always help you too." I laugh. It slips out before I can stop it. "How?" I ask. "Name one time." Silence. Evan's voice hardens. "You're being dramatic over gas money." I shake my head. "I paid $60 in gas in 2 weeks and got back $23. You still owe me. Half of you never paid at all." Maya's face turns red. "So this is about money now?" "It was always about money," I say, "and time and respect." She steps closer. "You live here because of me. Don't forget that." Something snaps. "I don't owe you my car," I say clearly. "I don't owe you rides, and I don't owe you silence." Maya laughs, sharp and bitter. "You're really going to embarrass us like this?" I look at all of them, expecting me to grab my keys. "No," I say, "you embarrassed yourselves." I grab my bag, walk past them, and lock my door behind me. An hour later, my phone explodes. Someone has posted. A group chat screenshot, my name circled. Caption: "When your roommate suddenly thinks she's better than everyone because she has a car." Comments pile up. "She's selfish. Ungrateful. Some people forget where they came from." I don't respond. Instead, I post once. Just facts, no insults, no names. In 2 weeks, I gave 17 rides. Spent $60 on gas. Collected 23. Paid for parking. Missed work. Got home at 2 a.m. Still got called selfish when I said no. I attached screenshots. Venmo request left unpaid. Messages saying, "I thought you were going anyway." The calendar invites I never agreed to. I post it publicly. Then I log out. By evening, my phone buzzes again. Not insults this time. Messages deleted before I can open them. Missed calls from Maya. Nora texting, "Hey, I didn't realize it was that bad." Someone comments under my post, "Wait, you were driving them for free?" Another, "So they're mad because their free Uber quit." The original post disappears. Maya deletes her story. Evan blocks me. By Monday, no one asks for a ride. They don't ask how I'm doing either. And for the first time in 1 week, my gas tank stays full. 3 months pass. I don't notice at first because nothing happens. No drama. No apologies. No sudden realizations. Just distance settling into place. Maya moves out quietly at the end of the lease. She leaves the room clean, empty, like someone erasing their own outline. We exchange a few polite words, nothing more. She never mentions the rides. I never bring them up. I hear things through other people. Evan's been late to work a lot. Nora's borrowed money for Uber more than once. The group doesn't go out together as much anymore. Coordinating rides is too complicated. It turns out convenience was the glue. Without it, everyone drifts. One afternoon, I run into Tess at a coffee shop. We talk for 5 minutes. She says, almost awkwardly, "Yeah, we didn't realize how much you were doing." I nod, that's all. No apology comes, I don't wait for one. My life gets quieter in better ways. I drive alone more. I say no faster. I stop explaining myself. I make new friends, people who ask, "Do you want to come?" instead of, "Can you drive?" A year passes. No messages. No, "Are you busy?" No keys left on the counter. The silence feels strange at first, like I forgot something important. Then I realize I didn't. I start noticing small things. My gas lasts longer. My mornings are calm. I don't rush out the door with guilt sitting in my chest. One evening, I walk to my car and pause. There's no note on the windshield. No assumptions waiting for me. Just my car. I drive with the windows down, nowhere urgent to be. For the first time, I don't feel late to someone else's life. Maya and I barely speak now. When we do, it's polite. distant. The way you talk to someone who no longer has something you need. I don't miss the group. I miss who I thought they were. But that version only existed when I was useful. I used to think being kind meant saying yes. Now I know better. Kindness without boundaries is just self-erasure. And every time I turn the key in the ignition, I remind myself of something simple and steady. This car moves when I decide. So does my life. I learned that peace is not something you earn by being useful. It's something you protect by knowing when to stop giving and choosing yourself without needing permission. The end. Thank you for watching. Please hit subscribe and like if you like these videos.